We are candling the eggs for, well, some of them their third time, some of them
The
second time, first time, and so on. These are one of the newer eggs. We're using a triangle for their marker. As you can see, like in the last video, the white passes through without any, diffusion of the light, which doesn't mean anything right now until we start incubating it. But I always like to show the newer eggs to give you an idea of what it looks like before they're incubated. So I'm going to stop for now, and when I find, I'm going to start with the X's and move forward, and the X's will be for their third time. I don't know if it's necessary to candle it a third time. Anyone who's more experienced than me, I don't know if it's detrimental. I couldn't see how it would be, but if it is, please let me know, because like I said in the last one, I'm very new at this. No, in the 4th week, it's probably not a good idea, because they're probably going to start to hatch. Well, they should start to hatch. It'll vary from egg to egg, but I'm sure me picking it up isn't going to help them hatch. But please, if anyone's more experienced than me, please let me know. And I'm going to cut this until I move on to the next one. Okay, as you can see, this is one of the X's. You can see that there's something going on, especially right here.
should be bigger than that.
Yeah, we're debating on the fact that we think that this one might not make it, because it should be much bigger, seeing as how it should hatch in a week. Actually, a little bit less, because we're doing this on the 8th day instead of the 7th. So we're thinking
There might be a problem because of the power outage.
Yeah.
We'll keep it just to make sure, though.
Yeah, we will keep it and see what happens. If it doesn't hatch, it doesn't hatch. It's not going to hurt anything to keep it and try some more. I'm going to cut until I find another egg that is a little bit more defined. Welcome back. This is still another X. I wanted to show you, as you can see, there's a tiny bit of light going through right here, but that's normal. But when we turn it onto another side, there is no light passing through whatsoever. That is a good sign. That means there's something in there. So I wanted to show you. You can't see anything other than that air sac at the bottom, which I'll show again. See? But other than that, everything else is too dense for the light to pass through, which is good. So if I find any others that are of interest, like I said, I'll show you. But right now, so far so good. Okay, back again. This one is actually not really about the egg. We just had this brainstorm, which I'm sure somebody would have mentioned who've had a lot more experience, because in my last video I mentioned that we lose a lot of heat when I take the eggs out to candle them like this. So we just thought of using a heating pad, putting it on low. That way we're keeping the eggs warm, and also keeping the ones that candled and put back in the incubator at a good temperature, so we're not letting the air in and out, in and out. So I just figured I'd share for any other people who think that they might in the future want to incubate eggs. So, yeah. Welcome back. This is the first of our O's marked eggs. This is their second time being candled. As you can see, this one doesn't have any growth.
It does have a
Well,
little
tiny
bit,
but not
compared to
We'll
this
show
is
you
another O.
one.
Try to get it to show.
See how there's much more dark spaces where the light isn't being passed through. That's some good growth within a week. The other two, there's one you could actually see the yolk moving around inside the egg.
Right there.
So that one wasn't fertilized. So
That's no good. This is the other one.
that's the other one. Something tried. That one moved a little bit when you
Didn't
moved it.
quite
Yeah.
make it.
We don't think this one's quite making it, so yeah. But I will, again, show more if we have any of, noteworthy. So this is our first week for these. You saw with my last video, we were putting them in last week. But let me get closer. You can see that there's a little bit going on in here. But you also have to remember there's 4 more weeks before anything big will be happening
Takes 4 weeks into it.
to hatch. I know.
There you
See,
go.
right
There's a good
there.
picture of it, yeah.
So there is growth going on. Will it continue? That's why we do the other candlings. So we'll see this guy in another week and see how it's doing. If there's any other incredible eggs that, growth in the stars, I will definitely make a point to show you guys. But until then, I will say bye. Okay, this is what the incubator looks like right now. Obviously there's a lot of eggs, but we did sadly lose a couple. I think it was about 6 out of all of these that there is no growth, no sign of any life inside. Pretty much meaning it was not fertilized when we put it in the incubator. So we do have a lot still going, and we'll keep you posted.